Hey Danny, just gonna do a quick walkthrough of my concert setup for this weekend. So I just have a few patches over here. First one is Glorious Day. That's the first song you guys are doing. Really nothing special to this. You got your piano and then a few pads, like a low dark pad and then a high bright pad and like a higher but soft pad. I don't know, just listen to them and play with the mod wheel to adjust the filter on that. One thing I did do on this patch is I did a cool verbed out ARP. So play with that. I like doing like a 4-note trigger on that, and it's a descending one, ARP, so it sounds like when I found into the garden, something like that. You can mess with that if you want, and like choruses and breakdowns and stuff. So after that, we have a basic piano and pads. So it's just like grand piano and then a low synth, a high synth, and then another big like Prophet. Like when you open up the mod wheel, it gets really big, like sounds like strings. Okay, so then So Will I. What's going on here is I designed a actually delete this. We basically have a pad here, which I can name that, and then this piano kinda thing is a multi. I made an Omnisphere. It's basically a piano that has a bunch of delay on it, and with some reverse Glock sounds or Celeste sounds. Anyway, I tried to get as close as I could to the sound of the album. So you can mess with that. It's as close as I can get it to how their piano sounds in the album, which is like a really intense eighth delay, like a really strong delay. It's like anyway, you can play with that if you like it, cool. If not, you can just go back to your piano and pads patch and use that for the rest of the set. I made a Rhodes and pads thing, which I like to use this patch for first service because it's more fun to play on like a warmer Rhodes that has more bass for when you're just by yourself. But anyway, take it or leave it. I think it's got the ARP in there, but you don't have to use that. So another cool couple things to know about my setup is that I have these reverb and shimmer knobs. These are mapped to knobs on the piano, which I'll show in a second. But on all these patches, I have these are buses. So like you'll see reverb here on the piano channel, reverb and shimmer on the pads channel. So reverb, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. It you know, adds reverb, so you can basically mix in. I like to mix in a lot of reverb on my piano when it's just a solo part, or like when it's by yourself in the mix, you know, like for the beginning of Beautiful Name or whatever, or that bridge instrumental in Beautiful Name. Like basically drench it in verb, and then when I'm playing more bigger band, I pull the verb down so it doesn't sound muddy. Trust me, Seth and Philippe will notice. Shimmer is like this really high, like, I mean, it's a shimmery sound that you can add to the top end of your pads. It sounds really cool, but too much of it and it'll start having like a feedback issue where like it'll sound like it's playing the chord before your chord change. So that's just something to keep in mind. I usually don't go much above a quarter on this with shimmer. Okay, now this little box over here is cool. This is a latched pad. It's kind of like a pad sound that will just play indefinitely. And so there's the trigger that turns it on and off, the note, what key it's in, and then the volume it's on. The sound, the sample for this is actually that beginning shimmer pad sound for Beautiful Name. So it's that sound that's like high. It's like, ooh. That's just going when she starts, you were the word at the beginning. So that's that exact sound. So definitely use this for the beginning of Beautiful Name, and you can use it as a transition tool for other patches too. It'd probably sound cool on So Will I, and anyway, so that's fun. Everything should be mapped. Output 1 and 2 goes to the keys channel, and output 3 and 4 is the pads channel. So I have all of the outputs pre-mapped. Okay, now let's check out the keyboard. I took the Nord off, just get it out of the way, but I just set it over there. So if you go into fail-safe mode and you want to set up the Nord, you can plop that on there. The power cord's draped over there. You can pull out, you know, a couple output 1/4 inches out the back of the Motu and hook that up. But if you're able to use MyRig and it doesn't frustrate you, that's cool too. So all the faders are mapped appropriately. This button right here changes the patch selection. So you can see it's cycling through the different patches. Here are the verb and shimmer knobs. So more reverb, less reverb, more shimmer, less shimmer. And it corresponds down there. And now here's the latched pad sound. So this button turns it on, and when that light is on, that should mean that it's going. Yep, so it's on. And then this knob here changes the key, what key the latched pad is in. And then this knob here changes the volume of that pad sound. So let's see, Beautiful Name is in the key of D. So I'll just leave this set to D, the volume about halfway. The sound will fade in and out when you trigger it. I have it set to fade in and out. And then here, of course, your mod wheel is properly mapped. And then there's a sustain pedal. It looks like it's working. This is my spare sustain pedal right here. It's just on the side. So if you need to switch out sustain pedals, you're welcome to do that. So anyway, let's see. I hope that's helpful. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be on the boat. I'm going to be pulling some people on the boat. So if you need to reach me, it might be kind of hard. I'll try and stay close to my phone, but I might not hear it. So I'm trying to think of what troubleshooting things might happen to you. One thing that might happen is you might see levels, but you're not hearing any sound. So you want to click on this green Motu button and make sure that here in the corner you see the ultralight Mark III hybrid tab open. That means that we are connected to this Motu box down here. If that doesn't pop up, then you might need to cycle the USB cord. I think it's that USB cord there. Just unplug it and plug it back in and see if that tab pops up. Once you know that tab, if that tab has popped up, you know the Motu is properly working. So then you can go over to main stage preferences and make sure that shows up in your audio output and hit apply changes. This is a pretty heavy concert, so when you change the audio output, it takes a while to initialize. So I'm going to save this project. Man, anything else that usually happens to me? So we've gone to a wireless system now instead of the wired monitors, and the wireless pack is in Rockpoint's office. So I'm going to get that for you, and I'll have it set up here. Just be really careful with it because they're very protective about that. And when you're done, just leave it here on the keyboard or something nice and proper, so they'll be happy. Also, when you're done, if you don't end up using the Nord, when you're done, if you can plop the Nord back on here and plug it in, because I think they're using the Nord, Rockpoint's using the Nord. I had to plug these top 1/4 inches were plugged into the Nord's output. So if you think about it, it would be awesome to unplug these and plug them into the outputs on the Nord. But if you forget, Rockpoint's usually pretty chill, and they'll be able to figure it out. So anyway, sorry for the long video. Anything else? Yeah, hopefully that works. My computer is not password protected, so I'm just going to close it. Yeah, good luck, dude. Have a good time. I hope you enjoy worship here. Hopefully the tech doesn't bog you down and you're able to worship. If it is bogging you down, feel free to just slap the Nord up there and go old school, because it's more important for you to enjoy yourself than to get caught up in all the tech crap. So just have a good time, and thanks so much for playing, dude. I really appreciate it. You're saving my butt. So catch you later.